Well, good morning, folks. This morning I'm going to take you to Dothan, specifically 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 16. Very quickly, the background is that the king of Syria is coming to try and capture Elisha. Elisha is still sleeping. His servant has got up to do the morning tasks. He looks out and he sees the king and all his army approaching, and he is terrified. He goes and he wakens Elisha, and Elisha sees not only the Assyrian army, but Elisha is also able to see God, who with his heavenly hosts is with Elisha and his servant. Elisha is not afraid, but his servant is terrified. Elisha turns to his servant and he says, "Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them." The fact was that God's heavenly host was with his servant, and he would fight his servant's battles for him. God says to us in these days, do not fear. Those who are with us are more than those that are with them. In recent days, we have seen the introduction of new laws into Northern Ireland, laws which legalise the murder of children in the womb, what society calls abortion. We have seen laws which allow same-sex marriage, what the Bible calls perversion. We have seen many of God's laws trampled into the ground, and we look around us and we see the forces of evil, and they seem very, very strong. In fact, if one was to look merely at the forces of evil, like Elisha's servant, one would be terrified. But God would remind us this morning, fear not. Those that are with us are more than they that be with them. God is in control of these things, and he is more mighty by far than any government or any nation, and he will bring about his plans and purposes in this world. And because he is working ultimately for his glory and for the good of his church, we have nothing to fear. As Paul reminded us in the book of Romans, if God is for us, who can be against us? What a wonderful thought to take into the day as we seek to serve God. May God bless these thoughts to your hearts today. Amen.